Man, look, I'm not on no fan shit. I'm on the boxing shit. I'm just trying to tell shit how it is. For a lot of people don't get it fucked up out here. You feel me? Now listen here. Errol Spence just got out of a horrific life-threatening car accident, and he could have clearly ducked that Danny Garcia fight, even up to the point where Danny Garcia and his friend, look at Danny the champ of the world. Even his father thought that it would be a good idea for Spence not to fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a tough cookie. He got probably one of the best chins in boxing. I never even seen a kid like stumble. He got one of the hardest chins in the business. Now, if Errol Spence able to crack that case and either hurt Danny or get Danny the fuck out of there, you gotta put him at pound for pound. But that's not the reason why I'm making this video. And I'm not one of those type of niggas that's in no dick, who got the biggest dick and all that type of shit, or dick pulling contests or dick pissing contests, none of that type of shit. Because I love the sport of boxing. And I don't dislike Crawford, man. I think he's got one of the best jabs in the business. Him and Errol Spence. I believe Errol Spence do a little bit more things off his jab than Terrence Crawford, but I believe Terrence Crawford's skills, you don't get a chance to see Errol do a whole lot of stuff because it's competition. Errol Spence competition is better than Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence has now been in a motherfucking car crash that he was ejected from the car, and his next fight is Danny Garcia, one of the toughest welterweights out there, with one of the best resumes in boxing, up with Canelo. I would put his resume up with Canelo. That's why Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Keith Thurman, they got better resumes than Bud. Look at the people they fought. If Bud would have fought some of the people that Bud would have fought the people that Sean Porter and Danny Garcia fought, he would have a loss on his resume. That's a fact. That's big facts. But Errol Spence just getting out the fucking hospital, and he's picking a harder fight than Terrence Crawford. He's not the favorite in this fight. People is expecting Errol Spence to lose this fight. This like a 60-40 fight on Danny part. Vegas got Danny beaten. It's like he's an underdog in this fight, and most people got him losing. He is taking this fight with one of the toughest. Do you think, as slow as they trying to say, they trying to say Danny also Herman the monster shit, but when did you ever see somebody get off on him the whole fight? No. The most fight I ever seen somebody get off on him is Lamont Peterson. And Lamont Peterson slipped and slide the whole fight. I would like to see Danny Garcia. I'd like to see Danny Garcia and Terrence Crawford fight. That's a 50-50 fight. I would like to see him fight Keith Thurman. That's a 50-50 fight. But with Errol is the underdog, and he's fighting a harder fighter than Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford don't want to fight. He do not want to fight nobody big until he get that big bag. He'll keep fighting. More than likely, we not even going to know Terrence Crawford next opponent. He going to fight a Fight Night character. One of those niggas on Fight Night, Bazooka Joe, or Left Hook Martin, or somebody, or Bigfoot Johnny, or some motherfucking body, Johnny Tough, or Terrible Timmy Huxtable, or some motherfucking body. He gonna fight somebody with a crazy ass name like that. He not fighting Danny Garcia. He not fighting Keith Thurman. He not even gonna fight Cal Brook. He gonna fight some unknown motherfucker that we don't even know. He don't know who the fuck this nigga gonna fight. And the only thing they gonna say was he tried to get Manny Pacquiao and he tried to get Errol Spence for a fucking crazy payday. That's why he tried to get those guys for a nutty payday. Big bags, big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, big nuts. You gotta go in there and challenge yourself. Terrence Crawford will not challenge himself. He will not move up and fight nobody hard. He will not fight the hardest people in his division. But I don't know where all this loyalty at from his fans. His fan must be a bunch of cock pullers or cock riders. Errol Spence is getting out the hospital fighting someone tougher than Terrence Crawford. That's a shame. You can't let a nigga out the emergency room have a tougher fight than you. His next fight is he's the underdog. And you turning down Carol Brook. You turning down Ugas. Ugas got to prove himself. Well, Keith Thurman have proved himself and he can't get a fight. Sean Porter is buddy with you. He can't get a fight. He your cousin. You won't let that nigga sit back and smoke your cousin and you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing about it? I see why Gary Russell is barking at him. Because Gary Russell, he sees something in him. I see a little whore in him. I see he got a lot of his mother in him. He's supposed to be so big and tough with all these goddamn skills. Fight Keith Thurman, beat his ass, and then fight Errol Spence next. Pacquiao crazy day. It's like a lot of people wanted to fight Mayweather because they didn't care whether they would lose or draw. They gonna get paid. Mayweather paydays was so crazy where Marcus Madonna haven't fought nobody else since. He retired, went on the island and bought everything on the motherfucker in Argentina and sit back chilling for years. Motherfucker Robert Guerrero got a crazy bag. All these niggas, Berto got a nutty bag, a crazy bag, a stupid, retarded bag. So fighting Errol Spence is not shit, really, because if you win, lose, or draw, you walk away with a crazy payday. Fighting Manny Pacquiao, you gonna get a crazy payday. You're gonna get a crazy payday. Beating up Jeff Horn don't tell me nothing. He's a zero-dimensional fighter. He's not a one-dimensional fighter. He's a zero-dimensional fighter. He has no dimensions to his game. Just run down a straight line, cock his fist back, and try to hit you. That's his game plan. Don't slip shots. Don't try to take away people's strong points. Just come inside, bull your way inside, and try to use your power. Errol Spence getting out the hospital. He's gonna fight a tougher opponent than Terrence Crawford. Y'all fans, y'all bet your mother rent money on it. Because half of Terrence Crawford fans don't have houses. They don't have cars. They catch the bus. Because you could tell the way they talk that a lot of those niggas are knuckle draggers.